We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dion Waiters is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And Harrell's in at the 5. Clark, we have a big-time matchup with the big men down low tonight.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, you're going to see both teams double these guys because they're just too hard to handle. Otherwise, they'll have to do their work and make their decisions quickly.
Tip-off goes to Denver. Now here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
Free throw, no good. And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer, and he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Schroeder passes to James. Kicks it to Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, you're playing with fire. Anytime you leave somebody open on James' team, I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Schroeder finds James. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, the work ethic of LeBron is admirable. I mean, even when he's not involved in the play, he's still getting it done on the glass.
Outside Porter. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Jokic. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Harrell. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's Davis with the jam.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Now here's Murray. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Davis. James outside. Back to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. LeBron against Millsap. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
Murray against Waiters. Murray kicks to Jokic. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Waiters dishes to LeBron. Right side Davis. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now here's Murray. The teardrop falls in.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
James outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
Here is Porter following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Jokic. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Jokic has got his second basket.
Jokic fully capable of knocking down the mid-range jumper. Tremendous confidence from here. You got to D him up better than that.
Now here's Harrell. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
The Nuggets trail. Pass to Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. Well, Clark, one thing you have to respect about Jamal Murray is how intense of a competitor he is.
And you can't substitute competitive spirit, Kevin. It's a great attribute to have. And you see that in how he's improved his game year to year. I mean, he loves being in the spotlight, going up against the game's big-name guards, and he doesn't shy away at all. That's a credit to him.
First one falls for him. Where you start in the standings could be very different, Clark, from where you finish. As a team, what do you do to continue to improve as the season goes on?
I think it's a combination of little things and guys getting more familiar and more accepting of their roles. But I think it's always attention to detail, Kevin. That's really where teams make the most improvement, not forgetting the little things on a daily basis, the habits that produce winning over time. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Now here's Porter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Harris inside the line. Jump shot is good.
You can tell Gary Harris is thinking of firing that shot even as the pass is coming his way.
There's the pass to James. Over Porter. Here's Harrell, and he makes good on the layup.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And that one's good by Porter.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Shooter passes to Harrell. LeBron outside. Misses the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's good, 2 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Lakers trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
You know, part of being an outstanding point forward like LeBron is mastering the pick and roll. And trust me when I say it now, he masters the pick and roll.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. The kick out to Porter. Passes to Millsap.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. He had a strong showing last season. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. And that one falls for Paul Millsap.
And the Nuggets, a very strong rebounding team.
Yeah, you know, not just on defense, but on offense as well. First in the league in second chance points. Have a lot of players that are active on the offensive glass.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Both free throws good for Millsap.
You know, over time, Millsap has added different things to his game. And you know what I like about him most is he quietly goes about his business in a professional manner.
Millsap against Kuzma. Here's Schroeder. And that one is off. Now Denver takes it the other way. On the wing, Porter. Covered by LeBron. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Nuggets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Now, here's Kuzma. Last time out, he had 14 points. And LeBron proves it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Pass to Porter. Shoots over Kuzma. Porter, no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. In the corner, it's James. And the dunk by James.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got 8 points.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
James, and finished off by LeBron.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now here is Harris. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas. From the stripe, and that one's good. Millsap. He's got 6.
Gotta like the focus Millsap has. I mean, knows the defense is there, but concentrates on the rim.
Harrell finds Schroeder. Back to Harrell. Waiters outside. Harrell the pass to Schroeder. Millsap with the steal. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
You know, a big reason Millsap's a star is because of his defense. Great anticipation to come up with the steal and push it on the break.
Waiters passes to Harrell. Schroeder outside. And Waiters has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Kuzma. Rebound by Murray.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by Jamal Murray. Good on the shot. 14 points for LeBron.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Murray against Schroeder. Murray kicks to Jokic. A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Now here is Harris. Murray outside. The Nuggets with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here. Schroeder dishes to Hill, and Hill slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here is Harris. Murray with it. Shoots over Schroeder. Murray, good. Murray's got the game tied up here for Denver.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Harrell up top. Jokic defending. And that's going to be a travel. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. And a switch here also for Denver. Barton's checked in for Harris. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Barton outside. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the 3-ball. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
You know, each season, Jokic seems to improve his outside jumper, which means the defense has to respect his range.
Barton against Rondo. Shoots over Barton. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for Denver. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Harrell in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Denver.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Look, who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Boy, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a joy to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. in terms of the balanced approach, I think probably we could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good names.
How about the energy? Just relentless here. Rondo excellent at just gliding down the floor and finishing in style.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jokic finds Barton. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And here's Morris for 3. Lakers trail by 3. LeBron passes to Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, it feels like we're tallying every assist, every point, all part of LeBron's expansive legacy.
Rondo against Morris. Pass to Jokic. Great D that time from Harrell.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's James following the miss by Jokic. They now take the lead. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Not going to miss many chances from that range. That's LeBron's wheelhouse there.
Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Morris kicks to Murray. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
James in the post. Martin defending. LeBron's shot is good. James has got 20 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by the Lakers. Harrell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Rondo. The pass to Kuzma. Count that one. Now it's a 3-point Laker lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Martin passes to Plumlee and stolen by Harrell. Kuzma kicks to Harrell. No good. Good defense by Jokic. Murray dishes to Plumlee. Tries again. LeBron with the block.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
Back to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Well, I don't think it's been a secret. I mean, LeBron James hopes to become the greatest of all time. At least that's my perspective on it. Last season, he surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan, in career scoring. He called it one of the real pinnacles of his career.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris is checked in for Harrell, and Anthony Davis is subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Denver. Now here's Barton. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Here's Craig. Passes it to Jokic. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Jokic has got 9 points. And you might think about what sets LeBron James apart among the all-time greats. He's the only player who's top 10 in both scoring and assists.
Well, I would even take it a little further, guys. His overall all-around brilliance is what truly separates him from the rest of the great players, because he's top 20 in steals as well as approaching top 50 in rebounds. That's remarkable, and he's done it from day one.
Here's Barton after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Now Barton. Morris outside. The Lakers with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up, because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around, but some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken, effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
Here's Craig following the basket by Markieff Morris. Outside Rondo. James wide open. Martin with the rebound. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Rockets. Pass to Morris. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Free throw, good, Jokic. And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
Now, here is Morris. LeBron outside. Goes up to the stripe. And that one goes long. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Here's Craig, guarded by Schroeder. They get a hand on it. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now, here's Porter. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight. He feeds it to Davis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Porter against Schroeder. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Porter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Now here's Rondo. He has 6. No good. Shot missing. Barton with some nice D. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
Denver with the ball, following the bucket by the Lakers. And here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
What opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off of.
Craig can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Barton, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Barton right side. And it's sent back by Morris. Rondo with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Now here's Barton at the top of the key. Millsap. 1:22 left in the second quarter. Davis against Porter. Back to Millsap. Three-pointer. Barton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 11. Barton outside. Pass to Millsap. Over Rondo. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Barton. Barton's got 3 assists in the game. Barton against Rondo. 24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. The Nuggets trail by 14. Here's Barton. Now the pass to Jokic. Over Morris. Jokic, no good. And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Mike Malone. Things got away from you guys in the first half. What happened out there?
Transition baskets, offensive rebounds, 2 of the areas that we knew coming into this game that we had to control. There's no sense of urgency right now. We're just shooting the ball. We're waiting to get back, and they're getting easy runouts.
A lot to clean up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 24 points, 5 assists, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What's clear so far is LeBron's combination of power and athleticism is still largely unmatched. Whether he's operating with the back to the basket, driving, in transition, his physical superiority usually wins out.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster running. Without major improvements defensively, this game is over.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Los Angeles leading by 14. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter at the small forward position.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Outside Millsap. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Harrell. 17-point lead, their biggest. Outside Davis. Raiders against Harris. Moves back up. Misses at the rim.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Murray. Drilled from 6 feet. Murray's got 20.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer. Somebody who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the floor off the catch or dribble.
And that one's good by Davis.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now, here's Jokic. 11 points in the game. Murray, no good. Down low. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Waiters. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Lakers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. A free throw off from Harrell. The Nuggets trail by 19. And stolen by Harrell. Raiders against Porter. Waiters surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. Harrell tries again. Trying to get open as Davis. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. Harris inside the line. Rebound the Lakers. James has got 6 rebounds in the game. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Denver calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And here's a look at the stats for Dennis Schroeder. Last season's performance for him averaged about 15 points a game last season, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
And Jokic slams it in.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Porter against James. And it's slammed in by Davis.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Harris against Waiters. Harris passes to Jokic. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Harrell. And James gets it to go on the assist from Dion Waiters. And that's now 28 points for LeBron. Outside Porter. Passes it to Jokic. Here comes with the double team. Harris against Davis. Shoots it. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Nailed from three-point land. Waiters got 6 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Murray. 24 points for him. They need this. And the call up against Jokic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Denver. Morris comes in for Porter. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Schroeder dishes to LeBron. And they double up James. Waiters gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Denver calls timeout. You look at James, what a contribution.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
For the Nuggets, Plumlee comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. Here's Denver now. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And, you know, early on, Murray has proven to be an impressive scorer. Now he just needs to improve as a passer and defender.
Schroeder kicks to Harrell. He dishes it to James. And the Lakers get it back. And it's Harrell missing.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Morris into the lane. Count it. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And they double up LeBron. Shoots. And Waiters with the bucket on the assist by James. Waiters got 11 here in this quarter alone. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Now, here's Vonleh. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Craig passes to Vonleh. 5 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Morris. Offline with his 3. And here is Los Angeles now. The drive by James and the dunk by James.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Now here's Murray. 26 points for him. Morris dishes to Plumlee. And Davis sends it back. And he recovers it. Waiters on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Morris with the ball. Murray outside. Puts up a 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And James throws it down hard.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
Morris passes to Plumlee. Back to Morris. There's the dish to Vonleh. Here's Craig. No good that time. Good D by LeBron. Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Murray. The Nuggets with another miss. Schroeder outside. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now deep three-point range. The Lakers with the rebound. Harrell's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Davis, the pass to LeBron. Harrell trying to free himself up. And James gets it to go. James has got 10 points now just in this quarter. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting 41% for the game. Morris kicks to Murray. Trying to end the drought. Rebound by Harrell.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Kept alive. Here's Waiters, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Morris passes to Vonleh. Up top, Plumlee. Pass to Morris. Buries it from three-point range. Morris has got 5.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Waiters on the wing. And Davis now top of the key. James looking around. And it's Davis missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Free throw good for Morris. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And Denver also making a switch. Barton is checked in. And Morris drops them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Now here is Davis. 19 points in the game. Waiters, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And that's 15 points for Dion Waiters.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And here's Plumlee. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Morris with the bucket.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Murray against Waiters. Over Murray. Shot's good by Waiters. Waiters got 17 now just in the second half.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Pass to Murray. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. To the paint. Here's Davis. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Davis has got 21 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Jared Dudley out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Morris in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. And that one falls for Rondo. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about it, market size, nightlife for some guys is important. Business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles. Season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Here's Rondo. Denver getting their last shot to go. Caldwell Pope outside. Unloads. And again, no good by the Lakers. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the pass to Hartenstein. Back to Morris. From deep. Second chance shot, and that one is good from Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his first points of the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Rondo. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
Martin surveying the floor. Back to Daniels. It's stolen by Rondo. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. The wide open look here for Kuzma. But they'll get another chance.
The offensive rebounding really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Now here is Morris. Passes it to Vonleh. The relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the players.
And he makes the first. And Clark, one thing that makes Will Barton so good is that he fits right in among any group of players.
And I like the pace he plays with, guys. He doesn't seem to force the issue. He lets the game come to him, and when he has opportunities to explode, he usually does. He's always moving. He's active at both ends. He's a high-quality performer.
All free throws good from Barton.
Yeah, I've got mad respect for the way Barton carries himself. I mean, he's a terrific teammate. He does everything he can to impact winning.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. It's deflected. Here's Morris. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Here is Rondo. Pass to Dudley. Here's Kuzma. The layup off target.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Morris against Caldwell Pope. Morris passes to Hartenstein. The Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma outside. Back to Rondo. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic, because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
The Lakers making a switch here. Neto's checked in.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Neto. Back to Kuzma. It's tipped. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. And Denver with a change here, too. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Barton. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Morris passes to Hartenstein. He kicks to Daniels. From downtown, but they get it back. Goes up again, and there's the nice layup by Vonleh.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Neto, covered by Morris. Lakers passing it around. Here's Caldwell Pope. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
You got to give respect to Caldwell Pope's mid-range jump shot. He's got the green light to take this shot, and that green light is always on.
Here is Daniels. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. Do you like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. Now, here's Vonleh. And there's the pass to Hartenstein. Kicks it to Morris. From deep three-point range. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. Here's Neto, covered by Morris. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. There's the feed to Vonleh. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Neto finds Caldwell Pope. Over Morris. Another shot. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Vonleh's got 6 rebounds in the game. Daniels dishes to Morris. He's in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Morris has got 6 in the quarter.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Here's Neto. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying it. If you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
And that one's good, Caruso.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Now, here is Morris. Defense right on him. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good for Morris. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Yeah. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
The first free throw is good.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
And Morris drops them both. And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
Morris, no good. LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Dudley. Clark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
And here is Los Angeles now. Denver able to drain the 3. Morris inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one falls for him. Quinn Cook's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Second free throw, no good.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
Yep, it counts.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bo's understanding of when to look for his is next level. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here is Cook. Craig pulls it in.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the right side. Neto kicks to Cook. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what is your sense of how the team is playing at the moment?
We have a good thing going right now, and we want to try to keep it going. And the best part about tonight's game was the defensive end. We defended, and we shared the ball, and that's a good ingredient to a win.
It was working at both ends, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone. And tonight, Brent, classic battle of pivot men. Talk about some of your favorite center matchups historically.
Well, we hear a lot and we see a lot in terms of the nostalgia of Wilt Chamberlain going up against Bill Russell. I remember years watching in front of the television Akeem Olajuwon playing against David Robinson in some Western Conference battles. I don't know that we're going to see that much in the next 4 or 5 years, Kevin. We know where the game is going, and those close matchups end up becoming somewhere near the three-point line nowadays.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter at the 3. Waiters into the lane. Count it, good.
Well, he's a bit of a hokey guard, so he attracts that contact there and then keeps his eyes on the prize.
Murray against LeBron, and stolen by Harrell. And it's the Lakers on the break. LeBron leading the charge. And the shot goes in.
That's just such good touch. I mean, with that length, Kevin, once he turns, he's got a shooting window that feels wide open.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Mike Malone. He said they have to come after LeBron James in waves and build a wall between him and the bucket. And that's easier said than done.
Thank you, David. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Rebound the Lakers. Schroeder looking around. It's stolen by Harris. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Porter in the corner. The pass to Jokic. Murray against Schroeder. And here's Harris from the arc. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Montrezl Harrell. A very nice season for him last year. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. And Davis can't get it to go.
Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's Porter. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Jokic. And the rejection by Harrell. And he gets it back.
Oh, size and reach and timing. That's all Montrezl Harrell there, throwing that one out.
James kicks to Harrell. Passes it to Waiters. Now Davis. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Nuggets, #1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring the teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
James looking around. Pass to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 6 points for Anthony Davis. The Nuggets trail by 5. Harris outside. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
Well, Brent, not many can deny that Gary Harris is an absolute pest on the defensive end.
Yeah, pretty relentless on that end of the floor. Defensively, he's rugged and tough, and he can cover a lot of ground with that lateral quickness.
And the first one at the line is good. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent, what are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can't fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together our team and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like now?
What's their chemistry?
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Here's Porter. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact. And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
Shooting one.
And it's tied up with that one.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Waiters, and he banks in the layup. Waiters got his second basket of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Jokic passes to Murray. 2 points. That one goes.
So dangerous in the pick and roll. Jokic surveying not just the guy that's on the cut, but the entire floor.
Waiters dishes to LeBron. He feeds it to Davis. Over Porter. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
The pass to Murray. In the corner, it's Harris. Murray against Schroeder. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Murray, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far. I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Now, here's Porter. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Nobody near Schroeder. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, Schroeder likes to drive first, now establishing the shoot-first confidence. Love watching him rise up immediately after the catch.
Murray against Schroeder. Down low, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And the Lakers with possession here after the Nuggets pick up 2. Murray against Schroeder. A 3-ball. That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Murray kicks to Porter. Over LeBron. Porter, no luck. The Lakers in the lead. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Back to LeBron. LeBron is doubled. Waiters gets a wide open look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Dion Waiters.
Let's face it, with this guy, it is bombs away every chance he gets. You got to get up on Waiters.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now here's Schroeder. Right side Davis. Morris trying to free himself up, and it's Davis missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to Dallas. Schroeder passes to Morris. He kicks it to LeBron. He can't get it to go. And Denver the other way now. Last time they met was in Denver.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Man, felt like they probably would have won if they weren't saddled with all that foul trouble. They had to piece together some makeshift lineups late in that game. That might have cost them.
Now here's Schroeder following the miss by Michael Porter. Yes, that goes in.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their two bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
Here's Davis following the basket by Jokic. James finds Davis over Murray. And another shot. And there's the play by Morris inside.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Murray with the bounce pass. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. There's Porter with the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And that's now 8 points for Michael Porter.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there, one of his better qualities as a passing big.
Schroeder dishes to Morris. Left side, Davis. Got a piece of it. Over Millsap. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside. And Jokic slams it in.
A good decision-making with the ball in his hands for Paul Millsap. That's a terrific feat.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. LeBron passes to Schroeder, and it's sent back by Jokic. Here's Davis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Millsap. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now, here's Jokic. He has 7 over Davis. Jokic, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. LeBron drives in. Misses from close range. The Nuggets leading by 3. Porter with it. Picked up by Davis. And Davis sends it back. Schroeder against Murray. LeBron dishes to Morris. And the Lakers get it back. Here's Davis. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
Well, you think you have AD rooted out, but he can use his length and use his size and get another rebound.
Back to Murray. Outside Millsap. Harris outside. And again, Denver no good.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk from Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
To the inside. Jokic finds Porter. Here's Harris. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back right after this. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
and I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Montrezl Harrell. Anthony Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And there's Dion Waiters. And it's Rondo. And at the point, here's Harrell following the score by Jamal Murray. And here is Harrell. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. 4 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. And Rondo gets it to go on the assist from Dion Waiters. Rondo's got it all tied up now for the Lakers. Morris passes to Jokic. Back to Morris. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Rondo scanning the floor. Passes to Davis.
Take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
The impressive thing about Anthony Davis is just how much ground he can cover during the game. Has come into this league as one of the best running big men in transition. Still a huge weapon for him.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Waiters against Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Dion Waiters. And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA, and the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
Now the shot clock resets to 14 seconds on an offensive rebound. Brent, do you like that change?
I think digging into the numbers a little bit, Kevin, it only affects about 3% of total possessions.
Is that all?
Yeah, throughout the course of the year, not in any given game. So it's very, very,
no kidding,
very, very minimal what happens. But what I like is that, you know, players have to reset quickly with 14 on the clock, and I think coaches are starting to think about how it is they might have quick sets as opposed to getting the ball to the top of the key and trying to run through a traditional set. Maybe you have quick sets after the reset to get yourself a better shot.
A strategy. Now here is Davis. 26 points for him last game against Houston.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Kuzma against Murray. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
Kuzma outside. Davis down low. He's guarded by Plumlee, and that one's good by Davis.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Barton. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Harrell. Kicks to Davis. Morris against Rondo. Makes it off the glass. Rondo's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
The understanding that Rondo's showing right now in the pick and roll is setting up some great opportunities.
Murray against Rondo. Murray, no good.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Now here's Rondo. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Davis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there. And that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Rebound by the Nuggets. Morris outside. Now the dish to Barton. Rondo against Morris. And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Waiters. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 9 points for Dion Waiters.
Orchestrating right now, Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Now the pass to Jokic. Murray outside. For the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Kuzma. Harrell trying to free himself up. The shot's good from Kuzma. And the Lakers lead by 2. For Denver, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Murray against Rondo. From the arc. And Davis pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Kuzma passes to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Whenever AD is floating around the basket like he was there, you know if he gets the ball, he's going to go for the jam.
To the paint. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Murray.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now Harrell still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Rondo. Good. Nice job down low.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Raiders against Morris. Murray outside. Back to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point range. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Murray.
Yeah, Murray there dialing 1 before that shot. Different area code.
Now here's Rondo. 7 points in the game. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Waiters outside. They get it back.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Now, here is Morris. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Great showing for him last season. He was around 26 points per game, 12 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Down low, and Davis throws it down.
But there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Barton kicks to Murph. And Waiters over to help. Plumlee the pass to Barton. Outside for Murray. Back to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 6th assist on the night.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And the bright lights of L.A., perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for James.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness. Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Davis. That one off the back iron and out. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first.
Mm-hmm.
Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get better next game. and that they know there's room to grow. Those three things are pretty impactful.
Well said.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Porter. And Porter drops them both. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Rondo dishes to Davis. Passes it to LeBron. Knocked loose. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good on the baseline, Jay. Harris has got 6.
Yeah, you're going to have to guard Gary Harris from the mid-range there.
On the wing, James. Over Porter. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
And the first one drops. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin. Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Now, here's Millsap. His last outing with 20 points. Martin from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rondo passes to James. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Caldwell Pope. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Lakers lead by 2. Pass to Millsap. No good on the shot, so the Lakers will take it the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, LeBron right through the defense this time. Incredible at finishing off that one.
Here's Millsap following the basket by LeBron James. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Millsap pitch to Vonleh. Barton outside, just 3 to shoot. And Davis sends it back. Fast break, the Lakers. And LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. In the second quarter, they were easily the better team. The points started coming for them in bunches, and they built a 6-point lead by halftime. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I'll tell you, Anthony Davis every year has improved his skill level. Much more comfortable from three-point range now, much better ball handler, and better at finding the open man. The complete package.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16 easy points. I don't know how many points. A lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making the same smart plays.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Here's LeBron. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter at the small forward position.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Murray outside, and Waiters over to help. 5 on the clock. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Harris.
Terrific work inside from Gary Harris. Not used to saying that. Does a fantastic job of backing down the defense and putting his will on his shoulders.
Now here's Harold. Davis shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Paul Millsap picks one up. The Lakers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And that one falls for Davis. And both free throws good for Davis.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
There's the pass to Harris. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. That one goes in. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Harris just playing with the defense there. A sick dribble move, making that one look easy.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Shot from 16. Denver grabs the miss. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That's going to send Jamal Murray to the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Talk about players who are X factors for their team, and for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is one of those guys. He is a guy that once he gets going, feels like the team can become unbeatable.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
As you said, Brent, a hot Jamal Murray can take over a game.
big-time investment from the Nuggets this offseason and what Jamal Murray is to them now, but what he can be in the future. And I think right now what he's looking to be is as consistent as he possibly can be, night in and night out, to prepare this team each season to play its best basketball in the postseason.
Now here's Murray, following the miss by Anthony Davis. And here's Harris from the arc. Here's Millsap. That shot, no good. Davis with some nice D. Schroeder against Murray. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Schroeder staying aware and excellent at going straight into the defense in order to get the foul.
The Lakers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. First free throw is good.
With Schroeder, it's all about speed. He just changes direction and shifts into another gear, Kevin. That's where his advantage lies.
Schroeder hits them both. The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray dishes to Porter. Inside. He kicks it to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot is long. Los Angeles leading by 5. LeBron with it. Outguarded by Murray. Raiders on the wing. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. And the Lakers with another miss.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And that one's good by Porter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Pass to James. Looking to get it going, and he sinks the layup. James has got 9.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Harris outside. Millsap left side. Over Davis. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Paul Millsap.
Nice touch from that range from Paul Millsap. He's really worked that shot effortlessly into his game.
Now here's Harrell. He dishes it to LeBron. Off target from 3-point range.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Murray, the pass to Jokic, hangs in the air, and there's Murray on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got his 3rd assist on the night, and it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Murray against Davis. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And you can see the lower body strength from AD right there, able to take contact, get fouled, and still get the shot to go.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Catching up on the changes for Denver. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Gary Harris. And that one falls for Davis.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Morris kicks to Craig. Passes it to Jokic. Fade away. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Last season, he played outstanding. 9th in assists. And he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Kuzma outside. Dishes it to LeBron. Sinks that one from the post. James has got 11 points.
When covered, LeBron James is one of the best shot makers in the history of the league, especially when he gets that close.
Murray outside. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Craig.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Harrell trying to free himself up. That one falls. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Morris into the lane. And the rejection by Harrell. And that one drops. Here's Schroeder. 7 points in the game. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Lightning quick first step from Schroeder. And phenomenal at throwing down that one on the drive.
Morris finds Jokic. To the inside, Craig. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists now tonight. Los Angeles leading by 3. Kuzma outside. LeBron outside. Poke loose. Here's Morris. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, that's just sweet passing there for Murray, keeping his eyes open and finding the open man.
A nice shot by LeBron. LeBron's got 15 points.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
Here's Murray up on top. He's guarded by Waiters. They double him with James. Morris passes to Craig. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Harrell trying to free himself up. An easy 2 points on the layup. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead. On the wing, Morris. He's guarded by Schroeder. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Denver, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver. And Morris drops them both. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. 3-point lead. Here's James, and James throws it down.
Yeah, there's just pinball action going on right now. Once LeBron gets in there, he's going to finish.
Morris against Rondo. Barton surveying the floor. There's the triple. Rondo with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
You know, Brent, passing is just one of the many things that Jokic does well on the floor.
Well, it doesn't look pretty at times, and there's not a ton of athleticism, but the cerebral play of Jokic, and then for teams to try to prepare Kevin defensively for a team offensively that plays from a point center, that's a bit of a mind job night in and night out. Denver's done such a great job of accentuating the skill set of Nikola Jokic.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And Jokic drops them both.
Well, it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
Now, here is Morris. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder. It's tipped. And now it's Rondo running all the way. Here he goes. And he gets it to go. Rondo's got 9.
Pretty smart in that situation as Rondo was scanning the floor and then with the ball makes the right call.
Morris kicks to Jokic. Pass to Craig. Clock at 6. Back to Jokic. Over Rondo. The Nuggets with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 5. The drive by Schroeder. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And 11 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Plumlee dishes to Barton. In the corner, it's Morris. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 7 rebounds in the game. Plumlee in the high post. And there's the pass to Barton. Pass to Craig. Denver needs to get off a shot. Here's Plumlee. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Kuzma. That shot off. Barton with some nice D. Morris outside. Inside. Jokic passes to Morris. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 11.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Pass to Harrell. Kicks it to James. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. LeBron's got 13 points in the second half. The Nuggets trail by 7. Morris passes to Jokic. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Bounce pass from Morris. Barton right side. Rondo with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
He sees the court so well, Rondo. As soon as the lane opened up, he was all over it.
Craig kicks to Morris. The dish to Plumlee. Here's Craig, covered by LeBron. Rondo against Morris. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Barton outside. 1 second left. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back to the action after this word. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Raising the shot, no hesitation, we're back. They're trying to come every time, all right? Set our defense up, make a play against our set D, all right? We just got to take care of it and defend without fouling, okay?
Well, GA, he's commanding his squad to be smarter on defense.
Gotta find a way to just stop the momentum, and I think it's going to start with strong defense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. And it's Harrell in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. And here's Rondo after Gary Harris made that last three-pointer. LeBron drives in. Tries it again. The shot comes out, and the Nuggets going the other way. Right side, Porter. Rondo on the double team. Harris against Caldwell Pope. Unloads from 13. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Yeah, we've played this record before as AD is getting on a roll here and carrying his team on the offensive end.
Martin passes to Millsap. He kicks to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
Davis dishes to LeBron. Right wing, 6 to shoot. Rondo can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 6. Harris inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope against Harris. Here's Porter. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. LeBron with it. Outside Rondo. Back to James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 15 points here in the second half.
LeBron staying on the attack here. He knows when he can take over the game. It's whenever he wants to.
To the middle. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's James, and he finishes nicely on the layup. LeBron's got 24.
And LeBron sometimes will show him off. The handle's right there, pretty sick, slicing up the defense that time.
Harris looking it over. Here's Millsap. They get the rebound. Harris outside. Pass to Barton from past the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Harrell's got 11 rebounds in the game. Caldwell Pope passes to Davis. And good that time. Davis has got 31 points.
Even though Davis gets bodied just a little bit, he still knocks down the shot right in the defense's face.
The pass to Porter. Kicks to Millsap. Now here's Barton. Here's Porter in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
James, the pass to Harrell. And it's Rondo in the corner from deep. Come on. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Dion Waiters checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Denver also making a switch. Murray's checked in for Will Barton. The Lakers with the ball. 6-point game. And they double up Davis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Nuggets trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Because of that strength and length, Vonleh's shot is very difficult to get to, as the defender learns that time.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
A 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Vonleh was the 9th overall pick in that highly anticipated draft class of 2012.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here is Rondo. Down low, Porter with the steal. To the paint, here's Harris. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Harrell, the pass to James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, he gets that contact and finds free throws.
Free throw good, James.
When you talk to opposing coaches and how they scheme for LeBron James, the amazing thing is they talk about how he sees every facet of the game, not just what he needs to run, but how it is that he can make it difficult for opposing offenses.
And both free throws good for James. The Nuggets trail by 4. Harris outside. Murray. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Murray's got 22.
Just continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
Now here's Waiters. Back to James. Outside Rondo. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Shot clock at 6. And there it is for him. Davis has got 33.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Murray finds Millsap. And Vonleh has it in the corner. Off target from outside. Los Angeles leading by 4. Rondo dishes to LeBron. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Yeah, there's no stopping LeBron right there. He's done that thousands of times.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in.
Shooting one.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 7. Denver calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Here's Waiters following the score by Jamal Murray. And then Waiters with the jam.
Able to create some space with the bounce, something Waiters can do.
Murray against Rondo. Pass to Jokic. Plenty of space. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 14 rebounds. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Davis, the pass to LeBron. Waiters outside, passes it to Davis. Over Millsap. Clock at 4, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Harris outside. Down low. Rondo on the double team. Three-pointer. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Murray. Harris has got 12 points in just the second half. For Los Angeles, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Raiders with 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 15 rebounds here tonight. In the corner, Murray with it. The Nuggets moving the ball around, and Millsap slams it in.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
Outside Rondo. Here's James. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 6 assists here tonight. Denver's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Harris dishes to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
He's just a natural scorer who can heat up fast. Porter's offensive game very impressive, and he's still adding to it.
Rondo on top. He's covered by Murray. Rondo against Murray. Rondo's shot is off. The Nuggets shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Here's Harris, and it's good for 2. Harris has got 20 points.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And the Lakers call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade and replenish your energy for the late game push. The Lakers making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. LeBron left side. Nice D from Porter.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 26 points for Michael Porter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
The drive by James. The shot, no good.
He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Now here's James. Raiders on the wing. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Nuggets leading by 6. Porter passes to Murray. Millsap kicks to Jokic. Pass to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the floater. And the layup is good. Murray's got 28.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
James. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. The pass to Jokic. Over Harrell. Jokic, no good. Lakers trail by 8. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, LeBron James lives for the big moment. Another one there.
throw, no good for James. Denver's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And slam dunk by Harris.
And as this game progresses, Kevin, I'm getting the feeling that Harris could be a good option.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. James kicks to Waiters. Here's Harrell, and he converts the layup.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And so they foul intentionally. Schroeder against Murray. To the inside. Davis with the block.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Jamal Murray continuing to play with a fearlessness.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The inbound pass. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Nice to see a young player like Schroeder step up, show some confidence, and get a huge basket for his ball club. Energizes the entire team.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Schroeder finds some deceptive ways to make you foul him. Someone who can nail some shots despite getting hit on the way up.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
From deep. Offensive rebound. Waiters for 3. On the money.
Wow, Waiters coming alive and loving the bright lights.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Mason Plumlee. A lot of points tonight. What was working so well offensively?
Well, we're sharing the ball so well. It's fun to watch, I'm sure, but we have possessions where every guy might touch the ball almost twice. So when you get movement like that, it's hard to guard.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K. Tonight, 2 teams, Chris, that love to run the ball through the post. I think you would have loved playing on either side as you take a look at these teams.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, to be in that spot, I mean, think about it. That's where Draymond Green loves to be in the most, where he can facilitate. You can actually play the point guard from the post side. You can see over your left shoulder or right shoulder. I think it's a better angle, actually, to see everyone. Every defender can't lock into you, and one strong cut with integrity from your teammates, oh, they'll get a wide open bucket.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter at the 3, the small forward.
Well, that's just amazing control from James right there. A superb ball handler for a guy his size.
Here's Murray. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game from 15 feet away, and the jumper falls for him. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
LeBron taking what's offered from mid-range. Throughout his career, he's all about the best shot available.
Stolen by Waiters. Schroeder outside. Passes to James. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 6 points for LeBron.
Oh, this is the confidence that James has. He knows he can take and make this shot when given the chance.
LeBron against Porter. Wide open look here for Murray. Another 3 for Denver.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to James. Dishes to Davis. Back to LeBron. The offensive rebound. A second chance effort. They shoot again. Hero. And it's sent back by Jokic. Yep, that one goes in there. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Porter. Back to Murray. And the pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Millsap. Shoots over Schroeder. And that one hits back iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Back to LeBron. Harrell trying to free himself up. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by LeBron.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Murray against Schroeder. Porter in the corner. No good on the 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Schroeder against Murray. It's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Jokic, no good. Lakers leading by 4. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Frank Vogel for just a minute. Nikola Jokic has made a name for himself as one of the best big men in the game. Coach told me it all revolves around him. We've got to be sharp when he has the ball. Kevin, that's difficult because Jokic has passing lanes that others simply don't see.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's LeBron. Michael Porter making his last shot. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And here's Harris from the arc. Here's Porter. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Now here is Harris after LeBron James's miss. With the teardrop, Harris misses.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he is able to do on the basketball field?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Now here is Davis following the miss by Paul Millsap. Davis dishes to LeBron. Schroeder outside. Davis down low. Millsap covering. And that one drops for him. 6 points for Anthony Davis.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Passes it to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. James against Porter. Over James. Porter, no luck.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. Last year, getting it done. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. Millsap misses. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. They lead by 4.
he's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Now here's Porter. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down. The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 6. Trying to break that ice cold streak. And James throws it down.
He's not a guy who's going to sit back and settle for jumpers. He's going to get to the bucket every time he can.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And it's off from three-point range.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And it goes down 2 points. And now a 6-point Laker lead.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Here's Murray. Millsap trying to get open. Here's Jokic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Puts it up from 12, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Nuggets trail by 4. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in. Free throw good. Porter.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Here's Murray following the basket by LeBron James. The drive by Jokic. Chalk up 2 there. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. 5th is Montrezl Harrell.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Davis against Millsap. James outside. Back to Schroeder. 6 to shoot.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end. But we got a lot of game left to play.
Pass to Jokic. There's Porter with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Porter's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. The pass to James. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Jokic with the bucket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
James looking around. Waiters gets a wide open look, drains it from beyond the arc. And the Lakers lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Harrell. Schroeder dishes to Davis. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
James against Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
James, the pass to Harrell. Left side, Davis. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
And stolen by LeBron. And here we go with Waiters running it up the court. And then Waiters with the jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Martin passes to Jokic. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's LeBron. 10 points for him. To the wing on the left. Nobody near Schroeder. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay. I mean, that's what has them in the lead after 1.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Lakers right now, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Dion Waiters is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's LeBron in at the 3. Here is Plumlee after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Murray with it, picked up by Kuzma. Here's the teardrop. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Murray.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
Here's James. They grab their own miss. Denver's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Barton against LeBron. Up top, Plumlee. Barton outside, 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, rebounded by the Lakers. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah. Oh, what a beautiful point.
Intensity, did you see that? Great.
Come on, Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
Morris passes to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Morris outside. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Kuzma outside. Kicks it to Davis. Lets it go with a 3. Leaps for it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Dion Waiters. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 12 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the others can go focus on what they naturally do best.
And Kuzma stays with it. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Great hustle on the part of Kuzma, outworking everyone else on the glass and getting a nice reward for it.
Barton against Rondo. The fader. That shot is off. And the Lakers going the other way now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working to round out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
Rondo against Morris. Rondo passes to LeBron. Kicks it to Waiters. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Waiters got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. C-Web last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Oh yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the film room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding. Still an area to work on.
Here's Waiters. Tries again, and Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 16 points.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. It's going to go on Will Barton. And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early, take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. And ever since he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way. He's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
One shot.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Nuggets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
LeBron against Barton. He dishes it to Plumlee. Lock at 6. Here's Harris. Hits the front of the rim and out. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to the Rockets. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets trail by 13. Morris passes to Vonleh. Raiders against Harris. Passes to Barton. Sweet little floater. Barton's got his first basket.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Kuzma outside. Wants to get it to Rondo and does. And that one is good. Rondo's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Morris with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Harris outside. Another 3 for Denver.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
LeBron outside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Love watching James show off his muscle. No one getting in his way. The D can't stop him.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Waiters.
One shot.
Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I played with two big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him, throwing an oop. I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look, and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute. Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them, and then the next play say, now it's your turn. You're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that will say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play. Okay.
It's off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Morris is checked in for the Lakers. And Denver also making a switch. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Barton. Caldwell-Pope outside. Out to Kuzma. Here's Davis, 6 on the shot clock, and again, no good by the Lakers. Here's Craig. The three. A rebound by the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. The Nuggets trail by 9. Pass to Vonleh. On the wing, Harris. And the rejection by Harrell. Harris's shot is off. Lakers leading by 9. Kuzma outside. Caldwell-Pope outside. A 17-foot shot on the way. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Harris. Cans the 12-footer. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Over Harris. True on the 14-footer. Caldwell-Pope's got his first basket of the night.
I love the form that Caldwell-Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from there.
Morris kicks to Harris. From 10 feet out, and the jumper is good.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball. Exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Paul Millsap's checked in for Mason Plumlee. And Rondo drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Morris outside. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. Rondo finds Caldwell-Pope. There's the pass to Harrell. The jump hook now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. The Nuggets trail by 11. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Millsap. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Not like the Clippers of a year ago. They look like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr.
Right.
Barmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
Rondo passes to Morris. Inside, Harrell, and the layup falls. Harrell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Morris against Morris. And it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, man, look at Morris. Use his reach to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters and sending their shots back.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good from outside.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 5. For the 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Harris against Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope with it. And it's sent back by Morris. And it's Harris off the drive. That one goes. Count it. Harris has got 11 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Rondo scanning the floor. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Denver.
Yeah, Rondo just isn't afraid of getting hammered on the inside. Remarkable at getting under the skin of his opponents and forcing the issue.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
The Lakers making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for Noah Vonleh. Michael Porter comes in for Harris. And Murray subbed in for Morris. And Rondo drops them both. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 13. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now Schroeder. It could go. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And the first half is now in the books. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 13. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they had to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Denver?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So on the floor for Denver, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter at the 3 spot. And Harris slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it.
Here's Murray. That one a little long. Lakers leading by 15. Schroeder dishes to Harrell. James against Porter. Left side, Davis. Back to James. Over Porter. Here's Davis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Paul Millsap picks one up. For Los Angeles, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
First free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Nuggets trail by 16. Pulls up on the elbow. And there's Porter on the assist by Murray. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Back to Schroeder. Pass to Davis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Davis has got 19 points.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game. Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Schroeder, right side. And the layup's good off the glass. Schroeder's got 13.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Porter, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
Trying to get open is Davis, and again, Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that one's good by Porter.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Porter against James. Over Porter. Again, Los Angeles.
I'd like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
And finished off by Porter.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
LeBron passes to Schroeder. The drive by James. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. It's an 18-point game. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Gotta admire the focus. James not allowing the D to get the better of him.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
The Nuggets trail by 21. And stolen by Harrell. No good from LeBron.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And Harrell slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Looking to end the run. The layup good by Porter. Porter's got 24 points.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Waiters surveying the D over Murray. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Millsap's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Harris from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
Back to Waiters. Schroeder outside. The feed now to Davis. Over Millsap, 6 to shoot. And Davis puts it in. He's got 21.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
James, the pass to Harrell. The dish now to Schroeder. Jokic with the steal. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Up and in on the layup. Murray's got 11.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Raiders against Harris. Kicks it out to LeBron. Rebound by the Nuggets. Now here is Harris. He's got 14. Davis with the double team. Outside Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Murray the pass to Jokic. Great D that time from James. Lakers leading by 16. Porter pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
Murray against Schroeder. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Harris from the arc. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Free throw, good Waiters. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Denver. Barton comes in for Harris. And both free throws good for Waiters. And that'll prompt Mike Malone to break right here. A timeout taken.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Here's a look at some stats for Mason Plumlee. How he did last season. Last year averaged 7 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Barton against Rondo. Barton kicks to Porter. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded closely. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers take it the other way.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Outside for Murray. The pass to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Rondo against Barton, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. He's coming off an excellent season, 9th in assists, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Porter, that one doesn't go. Davis with some nice D. Floats it up there for Harrell, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Jokic against Harrell. And that one's good, Jokic. Jokic has got 8 here in the quarter.
Good job taking advantage of the size mismatch. There's no way that jumper's getting blocked.
James outside. Back to Rondo. With some arc, and the layup is up and in. Rondo's got 14.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Plumlee in the high post. Davis is there. Plumlee, the pass to Jokic. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 8 now on the night. James kicks to Harrell. Back to LeBron. Good defense by Jokic.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
James against Barton. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Barton. Barton's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he's not going to back off when he's down. I mean, when he's got a chance to attack the basket.
Here's Rondo. Feeds to LeBron. Raiders against Murray. Harrell kicks to Rondo. Lakers passing it around. Fades away. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 23 points.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
Murray against Waiters. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Over Harrell. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. He's got 23.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
At the elbow, it's James. And they double up James. Here's Waiters. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 8th assist in the game.
I like the bounce pass there. He's getting creative.
Murray outside. Barton against Rondo. Barton drives in. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Waiters. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and that quick first step that Caldwell-Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good.
And Caldwell-Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
And Caldwell-Pope drops them both. Denver's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Porter kicks to Jokic. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. And he goes in for the dunk.
And Caldwell-Pope just blows past defenders with his speed. Just a sensational finisher all around the bucket.
Outside for Murray. Got it off in time, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Morris is out there with Davis, and it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. It's good. And that's now 25 points for Jokic.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Rondo passes to Davis. You see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played this?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him when I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
1 shot.
That's good from Plumlee. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Pass to Rondo. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Rondo's got 4 points this quarter.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
The drive by Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And 1 step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
James in the post. Harden defending. LeBron's shot is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games. He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
To the middle, here's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers leading by 18. Loads it up for Davis. Millsap with the steal. And here we go. Harris, nobody back.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Harris. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Rajon Rondo. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Schroeder against Murray. Shoots from 12. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 16. The kick out to Barton. But they recover it. Harris. Nice jump shot. Good. Harris has got 9 points now in just the second half. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Outside, Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the floater. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Barton passes to Murray. Here's the 3. And James pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 14. They need this one. Got a piece of it. Plays it up and banks it in. LeBron's got 29 in the game.
And no one can really compete defensively with LeBron's athleticism. I mean, his strength, just too much to match up with.
Harris trying to get free. Murray, no good. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And LeBron throws it down.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Murray against Schroeder. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. Puts up a 3. The rebound by the Lakers.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Good on the bucket. And that's now 17 points for Dennis Schroeder.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
It's Barton on the wing. James covering. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Schroeder outside. It's Davis on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Davis has got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead. Well, it doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
Z-Web, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
And the Lakers call time here. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid or Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time onto your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Denver on D, trailing by 19. Schroeder finds James. Right side Davis. Here's Harrell. He can't get that one. Good defense by Jokic. Here's Harris. Here's Millsap. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Free throws good for Millsap. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Schroeder passes to Harrell. Davis kicks to LeBron. Shot clock at 5. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Inside, here's Harris, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Schroeder passes to Harrell. To Schroeder, 11 feet away. They get it back, and Davis puts it in.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of flowing back into this.
Martin with it, picked up by Davis. And here's Barton. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. With 1 on the clock, Danny battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Jokic has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Schroeder passes to Harrell. Dishes to James. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Barton outside. Denver with a new 14. Harris goes up again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Harris has got 15 points in just the second half.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And here's Denver. They're on a 12-4 run.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
shooting 2.
That's good from Harris. The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And Harris drops them both.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and then maybe causing some foul trouble.
The pass to Harrell. He kicks it to LeBron. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Murray against Rondo. Beyond the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Tries to save it. Murray, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And Waiters kicks to Harrell. LeBron left side. Waiters outside. 5 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And that's now 17 points for Dion Waiters. And Jokic slams it in.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Pass to Harrell. 1:24 left in the fourth. Kicks to LeBron. Kept alive.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Oh, great instincts, relentless. Seems like he's getting to every miss.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam. And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Anthony Davis.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Hey, watch Bron.
LeBron outside, and it's Rondo in the corner. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, this was a win where you guys looked like you were confident and understood that you really can win every time out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, coming into every game, we think we can win each game, and we definitely believe that. We got to go out there and fight every game, you know, hustle from our energy, our defense, and, you know, we're going to fight for the rest of the season.
Looking good out there right now, Anthony.